ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुवैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So welcome to all of you for this session. So today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, that is second chapter, on sloka number 16 onwards. She is not required separate individual. And I also heard from Sri Vaishnava that Bhakti is separate. So how do we consider Bhakti? Actually, woman, like we can say in the case of devotees, okay, also you can see, yeah, as per Shastra also, woman serves faithfully chastity her husband who is practicing spiritual life. So she will be getting half of share of that. She has to serve him faithfully, that's all. So husband will be taking care of her spiritually. He has to. She may not expert in shastras like a scholar, but husband by his association to her, he will make sure that she understands the essence and essential points of shastra. So that in a nice way, she can learn everything from her husband. From such a So, serious husband who is seriously endeavoring for spiritual growth. From him, by his association, by his mercy, actually, she'll be getting all the knowledge so easily, actually. So easily. By his association, actually. So, in this way, she doesn't need to go to know spiritual knowledge somewhere else. So, her husband himself is Guru, actually, for her. And he will provide and make sure that she become a nice devotee. Is the way. So here now you see Kardamuni. So he gave an arrangement. He made an arrangement just to see sitting in a house, but she got the entire knowledge from her son Kapilagi, and she became perfect. But actually, she is also yogini. Nature, if you see both Kardama and Devavati's nature is same. Samasila. They are very interested in yoga process. So finally, by the association of Kardamuni and also by the association of Kapila, she got perfection. She rejected all the material pleasure. Even she is in the house. In the next chapter, we are going to study in opulent place, but she rejected everything and she fully focusing on Bhakti, Lord Krishna, and she will go back to God. This is the way woman will get by serving faithfully to her devotee husband. If yeah, if husband is not there, or otherwise, if husband is not devotee, then in that case, yeah, she will be. She is serious. Krishna will arrange such a association to her because Krishna is the ultimate controller. If she got little bit desire by the mercy of some sadhu, Krishna will definitely arrange Guru. So he will take care through other women, Shikanda, and also being a Chaitya Guru, and also Krishna will arrange Guru for her. Already we have seen in the many purports. If candidate is very serious to progress in spiritual life, so he will arrange. He will arrange Guru for her. This is happening. So till now we have seen in 32nd chapter what is before that in the 31st chapter we have seen if someone does vikarma, unprescribed karma by Shastra, if anyone does, they are going to get hellish planets. Tāmasika gati, tāmasi gati. That means the destination will be tāmasic. Hell is full of tāmasic. But in the beginning of 32nd chapter, we have seen if someone does sakama karma, that means with the desires, if someone do karma, what he is going to get that is has been described. A rajasika destination. Their destiny is rajasik. So what is that destiny? They will be going to the svarga, higher planets. So Pitraloka, Swargaloka, Chandraloka, Indraloka, Suryaloka, Varunaloka, like this, they will go to because sakama karmis, they are not devotees. They worship demigods because their intelligence is lost. What is the reason? Because until unless if they don't get the association of a sadhu, they cannot understand the supreme position of Vishnu. So that's why we should understand that. So these people are demigod worshippers. So very unfortunate because they didn't get the association of pure devotees. Because of that stolen intelligence, they worship demigods and they go to their planets. So Devan yanti deva vrataha, pitrun yanti pitru vrataha. So if one worship demigods, they'll be going to the demigods planets. That is full of rajasic because there is so much, so many means to gratify the lust. So many apsarasas and drinking wine and somarasa. That's not like ordinary soma, ordinary wine. It's a special one actually. Special beverages. They are going to get there and then enjoy the life. So when once the punya is finished, these jivas that means fall down from that higher planets to once again earth. And we have seen, we have understood from Kapiladev, these higher planets also every day they are finished. What to speak of the pleasure there, but those planets itself are destroyed. Once in a Brahma's day, so all these, that means after 1000 Mahayugas, planets till Svarga all are destroyed. Destroyed means there will be complete fire, then completely drowning in the water. Everything is finished. No buildings, nothing. No Amaravati. Amaravati will not be there. Amaravati is finished. You know Amaravati is what? The capital. Capital of Svargaloka. Amaravati is out and also Hastinapur is out. All are out your Delhi. Okay. So after 12, after 1000 years, these are all till Svarga, everything is out. Then once again Brahma wakes up after 1000 years of night. What he will do once again creation of all these things. Okay. And he will send the jivas as per their karma to all these planets till Svarga. From Patala to Svarga, everything is finished. Next, after discussing this, we have seen what is the destiny of Nishkama Karma Yoga. That also we have seen. The destiny of Nishkama Karma Yoga is what? Huh? What is the destiny of Nishkama Karma Yoga? Huh? Liberation from karma. Naishkarmyam. One will be one will be coming out from the clutches of karma. By Nishkama Karma Yoga, one will realize I am not body, I am soul. Okay. This is the sattvic destiny. Getting out from the bondage of karma is the sattvic destiny of karma. So now we have seen tamasic destiny, rajasic destiny, and also sattvic destiny. Like these three of the karma. Okay. After discussing this, we have seen someone who worship Hiranyagarbha. So they will be reaching Brahmaji. Hiranyagarbha means Brahma. Brahmopasakas. If someone worship Brahmaji in with what view? So that they are liberated? Huh? If anyone worship Brahmaji as gunavatara of Visnu, then in that case, those jivas are liberated actually. But if someone doesn't worship Brahmaji as gunavatara of Vishnu, but they worship Brahmaji is completely different from Veda Drishti, different from Vishnu. In this way, if anyone worship, will they get liberation? No, they will not get liberation. They will reach Brahmaji, and after that they will enter into Mahavishnu, and they will come back again. Brahmaji also will not get liberation provided if he what if he what huh? Becomes he himself thinks that I am different from Vishnu. So if he treats himself as equal to Vishnu and also different from him and no connection, and if we feel he is independent from Vishnu, like if he thinks, oh, Vishnu is maintaining, Shiva is destroying, I am creating, we are all equal, and I am not subordinate to anyone. I am not subordinate to Vishnu, and I am also independent. If he have this kind of consciousness, then will he get liberation? No. What he will get? Huh? What he will get? What is the destiny of him? Where he will go first? They will go into he, and also along with whom he will go. All this, if Kumaras provided, if Kumaras, prajapatis, and other yogis, if all these people also worship Brahmaji as independent Lord, and that means with Veda Drishti if they worship, then what will happen? Along with Brahma, and Brahmaji also feels himself as independent entity, independent personality of Supreme. If he thinks like that, with that consciousness, if he stays, then along with him, all these yogis, Kumaras, prajapatis, all they enter into Mahavishnu, and when once again next creation is going to happen. So then what at the end of destruction? So once again, when Mahavishnu glances, all these people are going to come back. There is no liberation for them. So they are going to come back and taking the respectively same positions again. They will become Brahma, Kumaras, and so on and so. Okay. Like this, where it happens? In every Brahman, it happens like this? No. No. Very rarely, very rarely. Sometimes in some Brahmandas, it happens. How many Brahmandas are there? Ananta Koti Brahman. Ananta Koti Brahman. There are millions and millions. In that few Brahmandas, there is a possibility of finding so this kind of Brahmaji and Kumaras and so and so. Okay, yes. Back.
Probably we need a little clarity from the understanding of the Jnanis. What they think about Brahma, will they consider Brahma to be subordinate to Vishnu and Vishnu to be subordinate to the Brahma?
So these Kumaras, how they worship? They worship absolute truth is Brahman, Brahma Jyoti. But even they have actually Kumaras, they don't see difference between anyone. Vishnu, Brahma, Shiva, all are same, no Veda. Nirvikalpa Veda Jnana. So that means they don't see difference between anything to anyone. But what is the mistake? Why they are coming back? Because they are seeing Vishnu as what? Maya Shabalita. What it mean? I said yesterday. What is the conception of these kind of gnanis who are coming back? Like Chatushkumaras are gnanis. They come back. So they are not going to get liberation. How they see Vishnu? How they see Vishnu? Absolute truth is Nirakar. He has come now in the absolute truth is Nirakar. Yes, that is Nirgun Nirvishesha Chinmatra Satta. But what is the conception? Their conception about Vishnu. I told दो शब्द याद नहीं रख पाएंगे. क्या बोला मैंने? सिंपल भाषा में बोला. विष्णु का कंसेप्शन क्या है? हाँ? बोलिए आप लोग. नया शब्द आए तो उसको उल्टी करते हैं क्या? जैसे बच्चों के मुंह में कुछ नया चीज रखते तो उल्टी कर देते पट कर. सब बच्चे जैसे हैं एक्चुअली. उधर क्या बोला मैंने? आई सेड दैट माया शबलिता. उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया मैंने. माया शबलिता ब्रह्मत्व बुद्धिया. देख रहे हैं? ये भगवत्यपि माया शबलित ब्रह्मत्व बुद्धिया मायिक वस्त्वंतरवत वेद दृष्टि. How they see the Jnanis Vishnu? Vishnu is nothing but what? Absolute truth is Brahman. Prabhuji actually one point he told, but next point he is not able to tell. So that Brahman is reflecting on vidya. So Brahman reflects on vidya, and that reflected vidya. So vidya on which Brahman is reflected, that is known as what? Vishnu. This is the conception of Mayavadis about Vishnu. What is the reality is what? समझ में नहीं आया? ठीक है, बोलता हूँ. आज तो स्टार्ट पूरा करना ही करना. ऑपरेशन कुछ करने से भी कोई फायदा. शुड टेक द ब्रेक. उसके लिए देखिए एक क्या है? ये ब्राह्मण है. ब्राह्मण सर्किल नहीं है, लेकिन ऐसे में उससे ब्राह्मण का कोई आकार नहीं है. देयर इज नो शेप फॉर ब्राह्मण. ये विद्या अविद्या. मायावादी इसका कॉन्सेप्ट में भी माया दो भाग होते, विद्या और अविद्या. विद्या माने सत्वगुण. विद्या इज रजस एंड तमस. तमोगुण. तमोगुण से बनता है थोड़ा सा रजोगुण. और विद्या माने सत्वगुण पूरा. और थोड़ा बाकी बाकी सब तो भी रहता है थोड़ा. और ये अविद्या से क्या बनता है? अविद्या से क्या बनता है? अंतःकरण. अनेक अंतःकरण. जब ये ब्रह्म अंतःकरण पर प्रतिबिंबित हो गया, क्या होता है ये क्या है ईश्वर सो अब ईश्वर का डेफिनेशन क्या है विष्णु का डेफिनेशन हम लोगों के अनुसार विद्या प्रतिबिंबित चैतन्यम ईश्वर विद्या से विद्या पर प्रतिबिंबित हुआ मान ये प्रतिबिंब विद्या पर प्रतिबिंब माने ईश्वर क्या होगा अभी ईश्वर का बॉडी किससे बना है उनके अनुसार विद्या से सत्व माने भगवान भी मायामय है माया से बना विद्या किसका भाग है माया का इसीलिए इसी फिलॉसफी क्या बोलते हैं मायावाद फिलॉसफी ये मायावाद फिलॉसफी है हम लोग कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आए तो उसको मायावाद फिलॉसफी बोलते हैं ये मायावाद फिलॉसफी मैंने विष्णु भी विष्णु आल्सो इज आउट ऑफ माया दिस इज देयर कंसेप्शन एंड व्हाट अबाउट जीवा जीवा इज अंतःकरण प्रतिबिंबित चैतन्यम अंतःकरण प्रतिबिंबित रिफ्लेक्शन प्रतिबिंब माने रिफ्लेक्शन प्रतिबिंबित चैतन्य so these kumaras gyanis what is their conception about Vishnu of course they see Vishnu Brahma everything as one but ultimately Vishnu they see like what he is also out of maya that means maya vidya pratibita chaitanyam like that they take so that's why they will never go back to Brahma Jyoti they never go to Brahma Jyoti they will once again take part okay this is enough we will not take any questions any questions
Correct understanding. This is incorrect understanding. And the correct understanding by which they can do this.
they can do
No, no. What is the correct understanding?
if Vishnu is transcendental body Vishnu's body is a transcendental body
Okay, so class.
ज्ञानी समझाता है सही ज्ञानी ज्ञानी में भी ऐसा है कि हर एक ज्ञानी मायावादी नहीं मायावादी डिफरेंट है भगवत गीता में जो पहले 6 चैप्टर और लास्ट के 6 चैप्टर जिसको बोलते हैं वो किसके बारे में ज्ञानी के बारे में ज्ञान मार्ग और वो अलग है आप लोग कंफ्यूज नहीं होना चाहिए तो ये है ना ये लोग सच में ब्रह्म ज्योति में जाते हैं ये लोग मान कौन इधर कर्मी का ज्ञानी का आश्लेष मिलेगा तो निष्काम कर्मी करेगा उसके बाद ज्ञान साधना अवलंबन करेगा ये सब मायावादी है क्या ये मायावाद नहीं ये लोग विष्णु को मानते हैं कैसे करके विष्णु is having transcendental body and Vishnu is absolute but what is their conception Brahmananda is superior to Bhagavadananda this is their conception actually they hear from Gyanis that Brahmananda is superior so that's why these Gyanis they aspire for Brahmananda see even in our case also how do you know Krishna Bhagavadananda is superior अच्छा लगता है माइसेल पाक अच्छा लगता है ये दोनों में बोलेंगे तो आप बोलेंगे कैसा जलेबी अच्छा है ना रसगुल्ला अच्छा है टेस्टी ज्यादा था उन्हें because you experienced both after that you say one is best similarly did you experience Bhagavadananda and Brahmananda then after that you are approaching for the Bhagavadananda we only what we only also heard from someone who's many sadhu. What Brahmananda is superior than the Bhagavan. They are going like that. But they also have the conception that Vishnu is transcendental. If they consider Vishnu is not transcendental, then they are Mayavadis. They are Advaitins, followers of Shankaracharya. But these Jnanis are not Shankaracharya followers. These Jnanis are going to get Brahman realization. But Advaitins, they don't get any Brahman realization. No, they don't get it. So this is a thing. These are Brahmavadis. Jnanis are Brahmavadis. Yes. Brahmavadis are different from the Mayavadis. Brahmavadis, they consider Krishna as transcendental body he has. But Mayavadis, they consider Krishna's body is out of vidya. Vidya, material, Maya. अब क्वेश्चंस थोड़ा कम वेरी इमरजेंसी तो ठीक है नहीं तो बस अभी थोड़ा सिलेबस खींचना पड़ेगा प्लीज बाद में बाद में प्लीज क्वेश्चंस नहीं I have 30 slokas I should reach to. After class, I will take extra time actually if anyone wants. So especially these kind of questions, more deep questions, so I can take. While discussion of the topic, if you have any question on the topic actually exactly, then I will class I will take. But otherwise, yeah, you can wait for the end of the class, please. So like this, we have seen clearly destinations, different destinations of karma. Then after that, destination also we have seen already half an hour is over. So we'll start from 16 sloka. In this also quite subtle points are there. I will try to give in brief. So you can read the commentary also. You can get more details. But quite subtle points are there. Lord Kapila very clearly describes so many things. Okay. See. येत्विहास सक्तमनसः कर्मसु श्रद्धयान्विता कुर्वन्त्यप्रतिषिद्धानि नित्यान्यपि च कृत्स्नशः नित्यान्यपि च कृत्स्नशः. Persons who are too addicted to this material world execute their prescribed duties very nicely and with great faith. They daily perform all such prescribed duties with attachment to the fruitive result. थोड़ा सा commentary पढ़ेंगे. यत्र भक्त्यभावे सति ब्रह्मादीनामपि एवं आवृत्तिः तत्र काम्यकर्मिणां कस्यां लेख्यां. Also, if he is not a devotee, if he feel himself as independent lord, and if he thinks that like how Vishnu is creating, is maintaining Shiva is destroying, similarly I am also creating such an independent mentality. If he doesn't understand his position, that means he doesn't know bhakti. In that case, even Brahmaji also has to come back. Then what to speak of chota mota jeev? That's the point here. Those who are addicted to doing fruity work and getting the fruits and enjoying, and no devotion. So what about those? Those definitely come back again and again. They will go inside to the body of Mahavishnu at the end of 100 years of Brahmaji. Once again they will come. And they will keep on going in this life after life, body after body, it is changing. So once 100 years are finished, so once again going inside to the Mahavishnu. And once again, since until unless if it doesn't do the bhakti, it has to get the reputation of birth. So it is no beginning and also it is not having any ending. So these are all, it's anadi process. It's not that the one day it is began. On that fine day it happened, this certain thing, and then it is started. No. It is anadi, so that's why there is no point of questioning there. So these jivas keep on traveling back and forth. So read the purport. In this and the following 6 verses, the Srimad Bhagavatam criticizes person who are too materially attached. It is enjoined in the Vedic scriptures that those who are attached to the enjoyment of material facilities have to sacrifice and undergo certain ritualistic performances. They have to observe certain rules and regulations in their daily lives to be elevated to the heavenly planets. It is stated in this verse that such a persons cannot be liberated at any time. When they will be liberated? When they get the mercy from sadhu. Otherwise, no liberation. Just keep on going. Okay. Those who worship demigods with the consciousness that each and every demigod is separate God cannot be elevated to the spiritual world. And if you think some people are worshippers of Shiva, they think Shiva is supreme personality. He is only supreme and no one is top to him. No one is on top of him. Some people they think Kali Maya. Some people whom they worship Ganesh. Some people they worship huh? Huh? तो हनुमान जी तो भक्त हैं वर्शिप करने से भक्ति Durga like this I don't know many names so all these so you see in the case of Hanuman immediately we connect with the Ram but in the case of Durga ji we don't get the consciousness of Durga is servant of Krishna like that anyone think no they think that Durga is controller of Brahma Vishnu Shiva like that they consider so in that case then case is ulta ho gaya they will never but in the case of Hanumanji, nobody thinks that Hanuman is superior to Lord Ram. No. Automatically that will lead to the so Ram is supreme. So if anyone worship like that, then they will be getting next sloka. Rajakuntamanasa kamatmanojitendriya ruheshwabhiratashaya. Such a person is impelled by the mode of passion. So since those who did get the association of sadhu, they are always inspired by material achievements. They are always in the mode of passion actually. Because all the time they are getting the association of various sense objects which are so attractive. So that's why in them passion is always multiplied. Karmis, these are all in the mode of passion actually. And this vikarma is always in mode of ignorance. And Nishkam karma is in the mode of goodness. And Dayavarnashama members in the transcendental. Trying to be transcendent because they are doing bhakti. What kind of bhakti they do? I told उसका क्या नाम दिया मैंने इसी क्लास में बोला ना आप इन लोगों को नहीं तो ब्रह्मचारी को बोला इन लोगों का भक्ति क्या है इनका भक्ति क्या है उसका नाम क्या दिया मैंने प्रधानीभूत भक्ति हाँ बोला ना प्रधानीभूत नहीं बोला नहीं और इनका गुणीभूत भक्ति वेरी गुड so they are doing pradhan mainly bhakti but they are not able to dependent on bhakti fully so that's why they take support of the karma so that's why their bhakti is what karma mishra bhakti or otherwise gnana mishra bhakti but those who got full confidence or belief on the Lord then their bhakti is what Shuddha bhakti they don't take any help of karma and gnana for doing bhakti so then that is known as Shuddha bhakti. It's very simple, logical. Na? Is it any difficult to understand this? Parsuram Prabhu? It's difficult. No. Very serious reaction. त्रैवर्गिकास्ते पुरुषा विमुखा हरिमेधसः कथायां कथनीयो कथायां कथनीयोरु विक्रमस्यामुद्विषः. Such a persons are called Traivargika. Why Traivargika? So those who are in the passion for what they will be always endeavoring. What are their goals? What are their goals? Dharma, artha, काम. धर्म करो माने बढ़िया बढ़िया धर्म करो. अच्छा धर्म माने सो अश्वमेध याग करो, राजस्व याग करो, ये याग करो, वो याग करो, ऐसा अलग अलग याग करेंगे. बड़ा बड़ा यज्ञ करके उससे पुण्य पाएंगे, उसी को बोलते हैं अर्थ. और उससे क्या मिलेगा? काम, इंद्रिय तृप्ति मिलेगा. धर्म अर्थ काम. और बड़ा बड़ा एंडिवर्स सोलो स्टार्ट करते हैं और उससे अर्थ कमाते हैं और उससे इंद्रियों को तृप्त करते हैं. इसीलिए उनको नाम हो गए त्रैवर्गिका, बिकॉज दे आर इंटरेस्टेड इन द थ्री एलिवेटिंग प्रोसेस. दे आर averse to the supreme personality of Godhead, who can give relief to the conditioned soul. They are averse to the supreme personality of Godhead because they have no idea. It is no association of sadhus, so thus they have no idea. They are not interested in the supreme personality's pastimes, which are worth hearing because of his transcendental powers. See, here, these people, they always endeavor for dharma, artha, kam. And these people endeavor for dharma, artha, kam. Moksha is pradhana for them, for these people. And for these people, prema. Dharmasya hyapavargasya नार्थोर्थायोपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मेकान्तस्य कामो लाभाय स्मृतः कामस्य नेन्द्रिय प्रीतिर लाभो जीवेत यावता जीवस्य तत्व जिज्ञासा नार्थो यश्चेह कर्म भी. इस सोसाइटी में धर्म करेंगे, वो धर्म का उद्देश्य क्या नहीं है? पैसा कमाना नहीं है. पैसा कमाएंगे लेकिन वो पैसा कमाने तो कुछ ना कुछ तो धर्म तो करते हैं, इसलिए पैसा आता है. लेकिन वो पैसा का उद्देश्य क्या नहीं होता है? इंद्रिय वस्तुओं को इकट्ठा करना नहीं होता है. और इंद्रिय वस्तुओं को इकट्ठा करते हैं लेकिन वो किसके लिए है? केवल इंद्रियों को तृप्त करने के लिए क्या? नहीं, बल्कि शरीर को चलाने के लिए. माने इसके क्या हो गया? शरीर को चलाने के लिए जितना जरूरी है उतना इंद्रिय पदार्थों को स्वीकार करते हैं और उसको कमाने के लिए, उसको पाने के लिए जितना अर्थ चाहिए उतना कमाते हैं और उसके लिए जितना धर्म करना चाहिए, कर्म करना चाहिए, कर्म करते हैं और बाकी समय क्या करते हैं? भगवान की भजन करते हैं. इनका उद्देश्य क्या होता है? ये धर्म अर्थ काम का उद्देश्य इनका एकदम अलग हो गया. और इनका उद्देश्य बड़ा बड़ा धर्म करो और अधिक अधिक अर्थ का प्राप्ति करो, उससे बहुत अच्छे से इंद्रियों से भोगो और दोबारा करो. पूरा यति और भी बड़ा धर्म करेंगे, ये होता है. और इनका उद्देश्य क्या होता है? उस धर्म का उद्देश्य होता है कि उससे मुक्ति प्राप्त करना. इसीलिए उसको सहन करते हुए उस रिजल्ट को कोई आसक्ति ना रखकर अनासक्त होकर कर्म को करते हैं ये लोग. कर्म की फल के प्रति अनासक्त हो, इनका कॉन्शियसनेस अलग होता है. इसीलिए ये वर्णाश्रम धर्म क्या होता है? ये वर्णाश्रम इम्पर्सनलिस्ट वर्णाश्रम धर्म, ये दैव वर्णाश्रम. ऐसा वर्णाश्रम धर्म 4 प्रकार का होता है और उसका गोल अलग अलग है. कर्मी रेगुलर अलग हो. हाँ, कर्मी का केवल कर्म को करो, धन का प्राप्ति करो और इंद्रियों को भोग. लेकिन रेगुलर वर्णाश्रम, सो एक्चुअल वर्णाश्रम सिस्टम के संसिद्धि हरितोष. So in regular varnashram में क्या होता है? So they always try to satisfy Vishnu actually. For that society, Vishnu is center actually for this society. Vishnu is center. For this society, demigods are center. And for this society, but detachment from the karma is praying. So pleasing Krishna, Vishnu is their goal. But what is the difference between this and this? These people they live at one time they will give. So they will leave the giving that varnashram dharma also. They will enter into Suddha Bhakti. And but these people they don't leave till the end they are doing their karma. So these people's destiny Salokya Mukti. This if you want to read, 7th chapter shloka number 40. Chaturvidaha Bhajanti. So if you read the commentary on that of Visnu, then you know. Okay. Materialistic persons are never interested in hearing about. Acha, idhar aa gayi. Working for religiosity, economic development, and sense gratification. These are the three things. Trivargika. Present society also like that only. When government always look for how to improve the economical state of my citizens. This is the always thought of our government, so-called government. A good government should look after what? Should make sure that everyone should follow. So, follow in what? Satisfying Vishnu. That is good government actually. All governance is meant for what? Making sure that people should satisfy Vishnu. So that kind of society is ideal society and that society has to be started actually. That's the Prabhupada's. One of the objective of this Krishna conscious movement is starting such communities, such a society, so that it can be a role model actually. Role model for others and they will also follow. So this is the thing. Materialistic persons are never interested in hearing about the marvelous pastimes of the Lord. They think that they are fictions. Karmis, because those who didn't get the mercy of sadhu, even if we get the book, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, even Prabhupada book. So, if we read about Krishna, Krishna is in every atom also, and everything is in Krishna. If we read this word, how will you understand? Huh?
He will not understand. He will not understand.
Yeah. Will he understand? He will not. Why? Why? हाँ बोलिए.
तो अपने ज्ञान से ही सोचता है, समझता है.
Because you see, Jivatma is Tadasya Shakti covered by the avidya and having the karma. And it is also having the layers of what? Ahankara, Chittam, Buddhi, Manas and Indriyas. All these are all made up of what? Huh? Bhautika, Bhairanga Shakti. Jivatma is out of which energy? Which energy? Spiritual energy, okay. Tadasya Shakti. So, now if you give a book, so this Jivatma is studying about Krishna in that book. So, which is by nature Tarsha Shakti and having this material mind, material intelligence. So, will it understand? Will it accept first of all Krishna? They will not accept. What they think? Krishna is saying, I am cause of all the causes. Mayadhyakshena Surite Prakriti Sacharacha. If you read that sloka, what you will understand? अच्छा कृष्ण तो 5000 साल पहले जन्म लिए. ये कैसा प्रकृति को चलाता है? ये कैसा होता है? ये क्या है? ये तो कुछ फिक्शन स्टोरी है, बनाया गया है. माइंड को कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ाने के लिए एक बना हुआ एक अच्छा किताब है भगवत गीता. इसको कौन लेंगे? इससे लेंगे तो भी माइंड को थोड़ा फोकस करने के लिए कुछ अच्छा चीज मिलता है इसमें. इसके लिए यूज करूंगा। इतना तक ही वो समझे, इतना तक ही वो इस पुस्तक से लेगा। लेकिन कौन इसका, यस, कृष्णा even 5000 years back also he appeared, but he is the sarva karana karan, ishvara parama krishna satchidananda vigraha anadiradir govinda sarva karana karan. He is the cause of all the causes, and he is like appearing, he is like human, he is in the human form, he is here appearing, and that human form is the original form of the absolute truth, and it is cause of entire creation. So, and I am trusting this. It is possible with which kind of jivatma? Jivatma which got mercy, which got mercy. Otherwise, you never accept. Jivatma Tadasya Shakti, and with that ability of Tadasya Shakti, that Tadasya Shakti is having ability to accept or to touch the Swarupa Shakti. Krishna is Swarupa Shakti manifestation. Is it having ability to touch? No. So using its material mind, it can touch that. Can it accept? No. Until unless there is a potency is given. What is that potency? Swarupa Shakti is nothing but what? Mercy. Is coming from where? Coming from the sadhu's heart. Is in the sadhu's heart. So इसीलिए कृपा सबसे बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण है। बहुत लोगों को आप इतना घमंड रहता है कि मेरा इंटेलिजेंस, मेरा बुद्धि, मेरा मेरा सोचते क्या है, क्या तुम्हारा, हाँ? बुद्धि से कुछ होता है? कुछ नहीं होता। आपका बुद्धि क्या है? जड़ है। हमारा सबका बुद्धि जड़ है। तो सब कुछ होता है किससे? मर्सी से, कृपा। He will take that purport as it is by the sadhu's kripa. If he is taking means already he got kripa. You're understanding? No? By getting he gets the mercy. And when he, I am saying Jivatma which didn't get any mercy, any कृपा is not there. साधु का कृपा नहीं है तो कर्मी जीवात्मा को मिल गए तो वो समझेगा? नहीं समझेगा। वो समझ लिया हमारे, और वहां से ऑलरेडी इन कहीं ना कहीं इसको मिला। सो दैट्स व्हाई साधु कृपा से ही भक्ति बीन होता है, मंगल होता है जी। तो जब आप पुस्तक देते समय मिर्जी भी दे दिया तब तो उसको समझ में आता है। वैसे अदा कदाचित कर्मी को मिला तो क्योंकि वो बाय नेचर क्या है, वो तत्व शक्ति हैविंग दी all these layers which are out of the also Bhairanga Shakti. So with that faculties, it cannot accept the thing whatever is given in that book. Yes, Prabhu.
Srila Prabhupada is first spoken through Bhagavad.
Yes.
So that is what Bodholo Karni, as we know in philosophy, a Karni has to get Sadhu Kripa. So Sadhu Kripa will come by association. Now that association may be directly or in terms of speech,
Okay.
or in terms of glance, or in terms of engagement. That's also Sadhu Kripa. So Srila Prabhupada, if it lands at the Karni, he's a soul with eternally conditioned soul. Has got no sadhguru earlier, but he gets sort of Srila books and ends up getting a purport. So is Srila Prabhupada's purport not good enough to plan that Srila Bhakti?
Without mercy of sadhu, only
Srila Prabhupada said sadhu.
No, Vedavyas is also sadhu. Vedavyas is also sadhu who compiled Vedas. You're understanding? So Shastra is there for every time. Even the previous acharyas also sadhus. So karmis also studying Vedas. Karmis also going through the Upanishads, but nobody is getting. So that's why what is the underlying principle I am stressing again and again. So by the Krupa, wherever the Krupa is there, then only Shastra is revealed to them.
So who said sadhu? Understanding from Iskcon's perspective, Srila Prabhupada also.
Yeah.
Who said Sadhu?
Whoever is going and giving that,
So
and he is carrying Kripa of the Prabhupada, carrying the mercy of Prabhupada. That otherwise, sometimes it is also happens. It is there in the bookshelf and nobody knows, and he opened and he became devotee also easy. That means we should understand that. So he got the Kripa of the some sadhu at any some other time in the previous lives. Because we cannot break the principle actually, underlying principle. Paramasutandra Bhagavad Bhakta Sangha Tadjata Krupa Mangalodayana. This is the standard Yadrichaya Matkatado Shraddha. So that Yadrichaya word is given, and in the whole Bhakti Sandarbha, that is the Siddhanta is established. So if someone is able to accept, understand by just taking book, he became devotee means we should understand that provided he is having the Krupa of the sadhu. He can be.
Just to understand this question more.
Yeah.
So between a soul and Krishna, a sadhu is a vidya.
Yes.
So from what you said just now, what I understood is, even between Paraswatan Bhagavad Shloka and the soul, is another vidya.
Yeah. So even the devotee who is connected to the Paramasutandra Bhagavad Bhakta, who is connected.
So it is not connected.
So
there are stories.
Yeah. Someone who is connected, then he is carrying the person, okay, of that Paramasundara Bhagavad. But if someone is not at all a devotee, and then in that case, he is giving book also, he cannot give any service, any kripa to him, and by him he cannot understand. The person who is getting, even if you open it, he can study. He will think that Krishna is a fiction story. He will simply think that it's a fiction story. अरे भाई तो वो सी
फ्यूचर इम्पोर्टेंट है ना, कहने के आने के आगे उससे क्या फर्क? मेरे को एक बिल्कुल नॉन धर्मी व्यक्ति ने दी थी जिंदगी में, और मैंने 3 साल पढ़ी, तो कुछ ऐसा ऑनलाइन, और मैंने कहा कि कुछ नहीं है तो इसको पढ़ लेना.
See, that's why the principle is we should get the mercy from the sadhu.
And these purports are merciful.
Then what?
Purports are not mercy. You tell me yes or no. These purports are not.
They have the mercy definitely, but you see.
Yes.
But
we can conclude.
Not finish, Prabhu. Don't do like a rude.
Yes. It's not like yes. These purports are mercy.
Other parents also. One individual conscious, one individual karmas also active over there. It is not only the mercy. If it is not the right started taking mercy, that is also a problem.
So the point is here, Jivatma, which is not having any mercy, by his intelligence, so he, even in the Prabhupada purpose also, what is written? So Prabhupada is writing that everything is inside in Krishna and Krishna is in everywhere. The same thing he is representing. And in a even more easy language he is writing. But the point is to accept this point. So one needs, Jivatma needs mercy of the sadhu. Otherwise, you cannot. Let me finish the purport. Such a materialistic persons are interested in newspaper stories, novels, and imaginary dramas. The factual activities of the Lord, such as when we say materialistic persons, are never interested in hearing about the marvelous pastimes of the Lord. They think that they are fictions and stories, and that the Supreme Lord is also a man of material nature. Whose case it is true? He is the karmi. So now, if he get the mercy, then only he accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. Otherwise, he will be thinking him also as some fiction story. A man. If someone is able to understand this, you should understand that you got the mercy of Sadhu.
Understood. What at least understanding it I had until now is that Shiva told us mercy is not dependent on anyone else. Even there's a specific anecdote. Philosophically, we all know without mercy it is not possible. And mercy may have happened in the previous times. So one devotee said that yes, Prabhupada, fine. So because of fire sympathy, just in the previous life. Prabhupada said, no, I take it. So that means it started in this life. Srila Prabhupada is saying.
Yes.
So Srila Prabhupada's books are not put in, I mean, our Srila Prabhupada's books also depended on some, understood that there are carriers, devotees are carriers of some, devotees are carriers of karmis, but they will be directly carriers or indirectly carriers. There are so many book stories that we hear, book was lying somewhere. You know, a porn book, somebody picked up a porn book from film and read it and became a demon. So how to understand? Is it because he kept what the of someone criticized, or just that one page of Shalom was good enough?
So here the point is sadhu, shastra, guru. These three are the different items. You cannot mix the sadhu with the shastra, or you cannot mix sadhu with the guru. These three are different. So here shastra, what is telling? So once Mangalodaya will happen by sadhu's mercy, not by shastra's mercy. Prabhupada books are also shastra only. You cannot say that it is a sadhu. If you, why you are why if you think like that, then why you are giving a low position to Vasudev? Why we are giving low position to Vasudev? It is also offense towards Vasudev. Because Vasudev also did hard work and he wrote the Bhagavad Gita for us. He wrote Bhagavatam. Out of the all the Vedas, he so went through and the essence of Vedas he brought out and he gave. So Bhagavatam, do you think Bhagavatam is, you are saying that if anyone take the Bhagavatam in Sanskrit, he cannot understand. That means Vasudev's sadhuta is not accepted by you. And when you say Prabhupada and it is accepted by you, and he is able to make devotee. That means why you are creating difference between two sadhus? Indirectly we are offending Vasudev. So that's why Shastra is different, Sadhu is different, Guru is different. I'm stressing this point because we should not become offenders of previous acharyas also. Of course, Prabhupada also will never like. So here the point is, sadhu's role is sadhu's role. Shastra role is Shastra role. Guru's role is Guru's role. Okay, we'll discuss this further after the class. Okay. If you have few more questions, no problem. I have hundreds of hours of time. So otherwise, what will happen? There's a big offense to all acharyas we are committing. On the name of giving respect to Prabhupada, you are completely neglecting other acharyas also. It's a very wrong thing actually.
So we have to discuss this up.
Huh?
As you said, we can discuss this up. Yes, we can go forward. Yes.
न्यूनं दैवेन विहिता ये चाच्युत कथा सुधाम् हित्वा शृण्वन्त्य सद्गाथा पुरीशम् इव विड्भुजः. Such a persons are condemned by the supreme order of the Lord because they are averse to the nectar of activities of the Supreme Personality of God. They are compared to stool-eating hogs. They give up hearing the transcendental activities of the Lord and indulge in hearing of the abominable activities of materialistic persons. So you are understanding? Such persons are condemned. So those who are karmis, who are interested in Traivalgika, in the dharma, artha and kama. So such a people are condemned by Shastra because they don't worship Lord. They averse to the nectar of the activities of the Supreme Personality of God. So these people, they don't get any interest for nectar of the pastimes of the Lord. What they will do actually, even if they get the chance of hearing this, will they accept this? Will they accept or not? Huh? They get chance of hearing Krishna Katha, will they accept or not? Hmm. If they get nice pastimes of describing the one book, will they accept or not? Huh? They will not accept. Why? Why there is no interest? No mercy of God. This is the underlying principle actually.
When mercy will come,
Then they will accept.
you can get the book from the grace and ignorance.
Yes. If there is no mercy,
Ignorance.
you cannot understand. You cannot understand. Huh? Sadhu can be, yes, he can be living. He should be living. Yes. Yeah, everyone should become devotee. There are thousands and millions of people who didn't become devotees also. So here the point is, I request all of you at your lotus feet, try to understand through the Shastra, through the philosophical axis. It's very important. They give up hearing the transcendental activities of the Lord. That means giving up means they are getting, but they are not taking. Because they are karmis, they are interested in. So simply eating and sleeping and so on. And indulge in hearing of abominable activities of materialistic persons. Everyone is addicted to hearing of activities of another person, whether a politician or a rich man or an imaginary character whose activities are created in a novel. There are so many nonsensical literatures, stories, and books of speculative philosophy. So you can have so much. So books actually simply keeping people in all the time in the illusion actually. So here, Srila Prabhupada books, if you see Vasudev book or other previous Acharya's books, definitely Srila Prabhupada's additional mercy is there in that books in the form of a Shastra actually. Compared to other Acharyas. Because he added his mercy by giving the elaborate purpose which can be understood by people easily, and also he gave the word-to-word meanings. So by that such a hard labor, he added his mercy. But ultimately, that is a scripture, that is a shastra. But that doesn't mean that by that immediately, so we become automatically by that only by the shastra without the sadhu's mercy, by the only shastra's mercy, one can become devotee. Is against the principles actually. Even in that also, object Krishna is achintya. So description is what? Achintya. So Krishna is achintya. And such a achintya which is impossible to understand through the material mind, material intelligence. So Jivatma which doesn't get the mercy with its own intelligence, it cannot accept that truth. It cannot accept the truth directly. It needs mercy of sadhu. Materialistic persons are very interested in regarding such a literature, but when they are presented with genuine books of knowledge like Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Purana, or other scriptures of the world, such as the Bible and Quran, they are not interested. These persons are condemned by supreme order as much as hog is condemned. Next slide. He won't like it. He would prefer obnoxious, bad smelling stool, which he finds very relishable actually. So, like if you are, like it's like hogs, they like, pigs, they like what? So nasty material. Similarly, karmis, they like only worst things. All the newspapers and hearing about the politics, or hearing about the sports, this and that. But they don't get any interest for if they get the books, so spiritual books, they don't get interest. But if they get how to create, the account is created by whom? By sadhus mercy. Yeah. Yes, good.
There are multiple standpoints in this. There are two ways of looking at it. One is able to understand Srila Prabhupada's message because one may have got some Paramaswatanta sadhus mercy in yourself. This is one perspective. The other perspective is that for many Iskcon devotees, perhaps Srila Prabhupada is a Paramaswatanta sadhu who presented his books, his purports in the form of Shastra, and who empowered generations ahead
Yes.
to represent him as sadhus
Yes.
and rituals.
To carry. Yes.
So that he is the Paramaswatanta sadhu.
Yes.
In terms of Shastra, also it was.
Yes.
That's it.
Like, they are carriers because they are connected with Prabhupada actually. These book distributors are carriers of the mercy of Prabhupada.
So somehow I got the message that there is some Paramaswatanta sadhu of the previous era by whose mercy one is understanding Prabhupada's books. That very short, but mostly not.
That also can be possible.
It was possible.
Yes.
But it is always good for a Iskcon devotee to understand Prabhupada's.
Yes. 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 दक्षिणेन पतार्यणः पितृलोकं व्रजन्ति ते प्रजामनु प्रजायन्ते श्मशानान्तिकक्रियाकृतः. Such a materialistic persons are allowed to go to the planet called Pitruloka by the southern course of the sun. But they again come back to this planet and take birth in their own families, beginning again the same fruitive activities from birth to the end of life. So what happens actually, these materialistic people, these karmis who are interested in dharma, artha, kama, so they will be going to Pitruloka. They are very much fond of worshipping their forefathers. Because that is there. Because my father is there, my grandfather is there, my great grandfather is there. So they feel very much that means visible to them. That means that is very convincing to their mind, their intelligence that they are there. So let me worship them. So that's why they are very fond of worshipping Pitru Devatas. They will go to the Pitru Loka. And then after that, from there, they will fall down once their punya is over. So as much as worship the Pitru Devatas, that much punya they get, and they will go to the Pitru Loka, and they, once the punya is over, then once again they will take birth in the same family actually. From which family they went there, in the same family they will come here. And they will be doing to their forefathers all rituals. And they also, these people also going for the rituals of all. And then once again, so he is fond of worshipping his Pitri Devatas. He is going back, coming back, going back, coming back. It happens. This kind of chain will be there. In Bhagavad Gita 9 chapter verse 21, it is stated that such a persons are elevated to the higher planetary systems. As soon as their lifetimes of fruitive activity are finished, they return to the planet, and thus they go up and come down. So you can, the same thing I explain next to. Tataste kshina sukruta punar loka mimamsati patanti vivasha devai satyo vibramshitodaya. When the results of their past activities are exhausted, they fall down by higher arrangement and again come back to this planet, just as any person raised to a high position comes, sometimes all of a sudden falls. So that's the thing. Next. Tasmatvam sarva bhavena bhajasva parameshchinam tadgunasya bhaktya bhajaniya padambujam. My dear mother, I therefore advise that you take shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead, for His lotus feet are worth worshipping. Accept this with all devotion and love, for thus you can be situated in transcendental devotional service. After explaining all this, what he said, you see, he explained in 25 to 29 chapters about Bhakti Yoga, 25th chapter and 29th chapter, he explained Suddha Bhakti and also types of Bhakti. He explained Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, all these things he explained in the 27 and 28 chapters. And in the 30th chapter, 31st chapter, and 32nd chapter till now, we have seen destiny of karma, so tāmasika, rasika, and sattvika. After explaining all this, and finally what he's saying, my dear mother, you heard so much. Tasmat tvam sarvabhavena bhajasva parameshtinam. So he is telling that you worship Lord. We don't want to do any karma or otherwise any jnana, yoga, no. Mother, you please worship Lord. Nivritta karma paranam ante yatha ata tamityatra srutanubhavaha sharanam praja bhavena bhajani yasmakate. So that means mummy no need to do pravritta karma or otherwise nivritta karma. That means no need to do sakama karma or otherwise nishkama karma. Don't go for this. Just I explain to you for sake of explanation. But don't go for this. What you should do? Sarva bhavena, sarvatmana, harin bhaktya bhajasva. Hari ka bhakti karo. So, ye boli. This is the thing he is telling. Do Hari Bhakti. How to do that? How to do that bhajan? Tad gunashraya gunashraya bhaktya. So you worship the qualities. So Lord's qualities. So you take up these qualities and glorify Him. So in this way, you do bhakti. Okay, sarva bhavena means in all loving ecstasy. Bhava is the preliminary stage of elevation before attainment of pure love of Godhead. So bhava and prema, these are the stages. The topmost stage is love, prema. So what is the difference between bhava and prema? The beginning of love is, prema is what? Bhava. So that's a bhava is compared with ankura. And prema is like a big vriksha. And also bhava is compared with sun ray. And prema is compared with sun. In Nectar of Devotion we have seen. So it is stated in Bhagavad Gita, Buddha Bhava Samanvitaha. One who has attained the stage of Bhava can accept the lotus feet of Lord Krishna as worshipable. It is also advised here by Lord Kapila to his mother, also significant in this verse, is the phrase Tat Gunashraya Bhaktya. This means that discharging devotional service unto Krishna is transcendental. So, because Lord qualities are transcendental qualities, and we are worshipping those transcendental qualities, that's why that worship we also what? Transcendental. But if you worship the qualities of Indra, if you worship qualities of Chandra or Varuna, so those qualities are not transcendental qualities, and if you worship those qualities, that activity is also not transcendental activity. It is karma only. Worshipping demigods is karma, but worshipping Lord is transcendental, because Lord and Lord's qualities are transcendental. So worshipping those qualities will become transcendental activity. It is not material activity. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Those who engage in devotional service are accepted. That means people in general, they think that anyone, that means if they do bhakti for, so Durga, if they do bhakti for, so Shiva, if they do bhakti for, so Ganesh, they think that it is also bhakti. And they equate that bhakti and bhakti to Krishna same. But that is not same. Bhakti to demigods is what? Karma. Bhakti to Krishna is only transcendental activity. So, and they think that some people they come up with the idea of, see, I have respect for your Krishna also and my Durga also. You also should have same respect for your Krishna and also my Durga. And I respect you and you should respect me. And don't show that superiority of Krishna in front of my Durga. And it is known as so-called liberal idea actually. Liberals, the so-called liberals in the society, that liberalism is inflicted in the hearts of everyone actually. And they say that everything okay, everyone is nice, everyone is not same, everything is not equal. If everything is same, then why we have to eat food only? Huh? So that's why every demigod and Krishna are not equal. They should understand what is the cause for this demigod actually. That's a philosophy they need. They need mercy. They need mercy of yes, sadhus. So then they will get the right understanding of difference between Krishna and other demigods. So such a people can appreciate. Devotional service in full Krishna consciousness is only means for attaining the highest perfection of life for a human being. This is recommended herein by Lord Kapila to his mother. Bhakti is therefore nirguna, free from all tinges of material qualities. Although the discharge of devotional service appears to be like a material activity, it is never saguna or contaminated by material. Bhakti cannot be contaminated, but bhakti can be tainted actually. What is the meaning of tāmasika bhakti, rasika bhakti, sattvika bhakti? All learned in 29 chapter. You are saying bhakti is tāmasika bhakti. How it is? हाँ? भक्ति तामसिक हो गया. Yeah, what is the meaning of, what is the understanding of this? Huh?
Bhakti is never tāmasic, rasic, or it is tāmasic pradhan. It is touched by like various structures of it, even they mentioned, I also in three shlokas were mentioned, I don't know exactly. But
8, sloka number 8.
sorry.
Sloka number 8, 8 or 6. Tāmasi.
I added all three shlokas, but also. So tāmasic pradhan, rasic pradhan, and sattvika pradhan books.
But that bhakti we say tāmasi bhakti, which is tāmasi pradhan. What it mean? Bhakti became tāmasic?
The person who is doing bhakti is influenced more by toxic
What is this?
heart.
Heart of whom? Of a tāmasi bhakta. So, in his heart, bhakti is there. And what is there in his? So, lot of envy and cruelty towards others. And for that reason, he is doing this work. So, then what will happen? This bhakti is covered with what? This kind of bhava. What kind of bhava? Enviousness, cruelty, and this. So, it's like this, you should understand. There is a crystal is there. There's a transparent crystal is there. If you keep a red cloth near to this, so how this transparent crystal looks? Reddish, red crystal, reddish. But is it mean that crystal became red now? No, but it appears. And similarly, bhakti is always pure. But being in the heart of a person who has cruel ideas, so this bhakti appears like what? Tamasi. But actually, bhakti never tamasi. No, it's always transcendent. So, even the cruel person worshipping Krishna, so that nature it is transcendental only. But being in the heart of such a cruel person, that is treated like that. So that's why bhakti cannot be so guna. Bhakti is therefore nirguna, free from all tinges of material qualities. Although the discharge of devotional service appears to be like material activities, it is never saguna or contaminated by material qualities. So to be like material activities, no. That gunashraya means that Lord's transcendental qualities are so sublime that there is no need to divert one's attention to any other activities. So his qualities are so nice, you can appreciate those having such a ability they have. But we don't have ability, we don't have determination to do that. We don't have faith like that on those qualities now. Our faith is not full. That means our determination is not strong. That's why we are not appreciating those for 24 hours. थोड़ा समय हो के बस और कुछ, we identify ourselves with something else and we go there. Our attention goes there actually. So devotees pray, therefore, that if a demon who wanted to kill Krishna gets such an exalted position, why should they go to any other? So that means Krishna is so wonderful. So even like Putana and so and so, they serve Krishna with bad intention. But still, Putana got the position of what? Not mother, Dai, nurse. She got the position of nurse in spiritual world. So, who will never? That means such a effect they are having. Such a great effect. Even a simple, even with bad intention, if you do service to him, it is going to give the best results. Then who will leave such a bhakti? Only? Huh? So who will leave? Nobody will leave. So advantageous. So next. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yad Brahma Darshanam. If you do engagement in Krishna consciousness and application of devotional service unto Krishna, make it possible to advance in knowledge and detachment as well as in self-realization. So see, jnanis what they do in general. If any karmi come in association of jnani, what they do? What they do first? What they do? A karmi comes in association of jnani, so then jnani teaches what to him? Brahma Jnanam. But what they do? Nishkam karma. Then after that, what they do? They, ये डायग्राम आप लोग हृदय में नहीं लेना चाहते ना? आपको पसंद नहीं है ना ये डायग्राम? नहीं, ये डायग्राम को आप जितना पसंद नहीं करेंगे उतना दूर जाएंगे आप. मैं ब्लैकमेल कर रहा हूँ अभी. अरे वो ये तो बहुत जरूरी है. ये मैन मेड नहीं है. ये एक्चुअली डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम संदर्भ only I took. It's not Venugopal's diagram. I'm not taking any credit and I didn't. This is actually from Shastra. And again it comes. So, if karmi come in association of jnani, does nishkam karma, practice jnana sadhana, then he get Brahma prapti, at Brahma darshan. So, he'll be getting the Brahma darshan. That means Brahma anubhav. But there is a Kapila Dev is saying, hey, why these people are doing such a hard labor? So, doing nishkama karma yoga and jnana yoga and so on so. If someone take up bhakti, Vasudeve Bhakti Yoga, Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha, Janetya Suvairagyam Gnanam Cha Yad Brahma Darshan. Yad Haitukam is there actually. Here what? So Gnanam Yad Brahma Darshan. Janetya Suvairagyam Gnanam Yad Brahma Darshan. So that Gnanam is going to give what? Brahmanubhavam. When, if anyone does devotion in Krishna, he doesn't do any Nishkam Karma Yoga and he doesn't do any Brahma Gnana Sadhanas, practicing of Gnana Sadhanas. And he simply did Bhakti. And that Bhakti is producing Jnana and Vairagya. And by that Jnana, can he get Brahma Darshana or not? If he wants, he can get. That is the power of Bhakti. When Kapila Dev is glorifying, Mummy, I explained to you Jnana Yoga, Jnana Sadhanas. Jnana Yoga process also explained in 27th chapter. Without doing such an elaborate, difficult process, this Vasudeva Bhakti is so wonderful the result of Jnana sadhanas also you can get only by Bhakti. So accept this. Means he is advertising glories of Bhakti. So everywhere in the Bhagavatam, Bhakti is so nicely glorified actually. So it is said by less intelligent men that are not advanced in transcendental knowledge and renunciation. Generally, people think that, hey, these sentimental people, bhaktas, kya karte hain bas Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Ram, they say. But we see, we do study of Upanishads, Vedantas, Brahma Sutras, this and that, and we do follow of Ashtanga Yoga, so powerful and feel proud of their practicing so-called Bhakti sadhana, so Yoga sadhanas and Jnana sadhanas. But here, what is the fact? What is the reality actually? Vasudev finally is compiling the all the summary of the entire, that means three Ranviksha. That means 3 times he went through. So Brahma Kasnena three Ranviksha Tadatyavasyat Yato Pratirbhavet. So here Brahma means you should take even Vasudev also, you can take Brahmaji also. So 2 Acharyas commentaries are there. So Vasudev went through all the literature, all the Vedas, not only in this Brahmanda, all the Brahmandas. There are Anantakoti Brahmandas, there are Vedas, there are also in big versions. All the versions of Vedas he went through and finally he established. So what is the conclusion, Sara of all these Vedas? That is, okay. So that Bhakti is so powerful. Even if you don't practice Jnana sadhanas, the result of Jnana sadhanas you can get just by Bhakti Yoga process. No need to practice any Jnana sadhanas. But the fact is that if one engages in devotional service of the Lord in full Krishna consciousness, he doesn't have to attempt separately to practice detachment or to wait for an awakening of transcendental knowledge. That means you don't need to study so Upanishads to understand the Brahma Tattva. No need actually. No need of. So such a Tattvavadi Guru is also not needed actually. So Brahma Tattvavadi Guru also is not needed to know the Brahman realization. Just by this bhakti, so he understood that. So by mercy of sadhu, he understood that bhakti is, this sadhu may not be a, so fully nirguna bhakta. So, but there is a possibility there. So such a sadhus also, variety of sadhus are there. Bhakta sadhus also, varieties of sadhus. So some people, some sadhu who has such a faith on bhakti, but he is desiring for the moksha. So then he will teach to the public what he will teach. You all people do for what? For getting moksha, for getting Brahma prapti. This is also possibility. Then because of his association, the karmi jivatma will get attraction for bhakti and he'll see bhakti as a sadhana to get the goal of moksha, Brahma prapti. So then that kind of bhakti is known as what? Sattvika bhakti. Where we discussed this? 29 chapter. Sattvika bhakti, rasika bhakti, tāmasika bhakti, and nirguna bhakti. There we discussed it. So if you do use bhakti for liberation, then that bhakti is known as sattvika bhakti.
Even if I give Lord, even if I give the 3, they don't accept.
4 type of liberation, they don't accept. That's very nice. But this person is accepted because that 4 type of liberations are not accepted by whom? If the Jivatma get the association of pure devotee, because of his kripa, that kripa is potential kripa. That kripa is different from the kripa given by the sadhu who is targeting. So Brahma Jyot, Brahma Prapti, for that bhakti he is using. His kripa is different, and that Krishna Bhakta's kripa is different, Suddha Bhakta's kripa is different, and Sattvic Bhakta's kripa is different. जैसा बीज वैसा फसल, जैसा कृपा पाएंगे हम वैसा ही श्रद्धा बनेगा. So then, because of that devotee's kripa, who is sattvic bhakta, he'll be targeting and he'll be seeing bhakti as sadhana, not the prema rasa. Bhakti is another definition is prema actually. They don't say bhakti as prema. But this pure devotion is advertised by whom? Is brought out from the Shastras and freely distributed by whom? By first. Who is that? Yes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he is the founder Acharya of this pure devotion. And he freely distributed this. And then after that, he taught pure devotion to his disciples, Rupa and Sanatana. And then from there only, we can see. That's why we are understanding our Bhagavatam with the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with the guidance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that is coming from the Parampara actually, one after one. So that's why we are able to appreciate Bhagavatam and Bhakti so nicely. It's the mercy of Mahaprabhu. So otherwise, there are karmarpanam also they do offer some sampradayas. So where there is a tinge of some addiction to the attachment to karma is possibility is there. It's a pure devotion. Jnana karma janavamrita krishnanusila. The definition given by Rupa Goswami, which he is a student of Mahaprabhu. Unless the seen persons, there is no darshanam. Brahma darshanam means here the Prabhupada is taking the word Brahma darshanam. He is establishing that Brahma darshanam. Brahma ko देख रहे हैं. Prabhupada is saying एक logic लेके आए. So he is saying being seen and the seer will be different or not. So in this way he is saying that Brahma को दर्शन किया. So ब्रह्म को दर्शन किया माने क्या अर्थ है? ब्रह्म को देखने वाला एक है और ब्रह्म एक है. तो माने दो अलग अलग हैं या नहीं? तो इसीलिए भेद है या नहीं? भेद हैं. इस प्रकार प्रभुपाद जी भेद का एस्टैब्लिश कर रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. यदास्य चित्तमर्थेषु समेष्विन्द्रिय वृत्तिभिः न विगृह्णाति वैषम्यं प्रियमप्रियम् इत्युत प्रियमप्रियमित्युत. The exalted devotee's mind becomes equipoised in sensory activities and is transcendental to that which is agreeable and not agreeable. Know what? We understood now till now glories of bhakti. So Kapila Bhagavan said that, my dear mother, that's why you should do bhakti, and this bhakti can give result of the jnana also. That means jnana sadhanas, if you practice, you get Brahma darshan. That Brahma darshan you can get by the simply bhakti also. Like that he said. Now after that he said.
Would you like to say that Gyan sadhanas does what we do practice?
No.
Gyan sadhanas 20 qualities.
Amanitvam, adambitvam, shanti, rajya. Practicing of tolerance, that means not taking insult of anyone as negatively or positively. So like that. That is a practice. Mataji's question is clear. So practicing of amanitvam, adambitvam, these qualities are nothing but jnana sadhanas. But devotees also, they do practice amanitvam, adambitvam, these qualities. So how? That means we are also using jnana sadhanas. How it is? How to understand?
For the pleasure of Krishna. You do all those activities for the pleasure of Krishna. Whereas in Jnana sadhana, it is not for the pleasure.
So, but we are practicing jnana sadhanas or not?
Or is it a result of bhakti?
So, if we practice, that means if someone consider that practicing of amanitvam, adambitvam is also necessary to progress in devotion. So, if one has such a consciousness, that means chanting, hearing is not sufficient. I need to practice these sattvic qualities also. So to progress in my devotion, that means Shravanam Kirtanam is not sufficient. These are also needed. Like that, whoever is thinking means his Shraddha is not strong in Bhakti. So that's why he is not still in the stage of pure devotion. So such a consciousness has to be cleaned by hearing the glories of Bhakti again and again from Bhagavatam. So then one day he will get. So these direct devotional activities, Shravadam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, 64 limbs, which are given, these are sufficient to give the desired result. There is no need of taking help of either karma or the jnana sadhanas. So then, if with that kind of determination, if anyone practice these 64 limbs, then that is known as jnana karma the anavrita Krishna. But that means we want to dependent on Krishna and only the bhakti sadhanas. That is a desire stage actually we want. But now we are not in that level. Now we are not in that level. So we do take help of, now the present Shraddha is not so strong like that. We do take off these sadhanas, jnana sadhanas. That's why that is known as karma jnana mishra bhakti. But we develop strong faith on bhakti and bhakti sadhanas only, and that is the goal. That for that, what you need? You need mercy of such a strong devotees association, and from that mercy you will be also one day. So you will remove the any kind of space for these all things in your heart, and you will be fully consciously and accepting only bhakti sadhanas are enough to give the result. So such your conscious will be made like that. So that is known as aikantiki bhakti, or otherwise that is known as suddha bhakti. That is known as nirguna bhakti. But now you should use karma also now. We should work, and we are still in the bodily consciousness. We need food. So if we eat nicely, then only I can do bhakti. This is our consciousness now. That's why we should do karma. So that's why we are taking the help of karma to do bhakti. We are not fully dependent on Krishna. At any extent, I can go and he will take care, but I will do 24 hours is devotionally, whatever it may be happen. Let him take care. So that consciousness, we are aspiring for that. We are aspiring for that. So, but time being, you should not in that level, so you should take help, no problem. You should take help. No problem means what? Automatically take actually that help of that. So maintaining good qualities and so on. We do maintain of the good qualities and so on. But those good qualities are not necessary. So to be practiced to get the results of bhakti sadhanas. No, their support is not necessary. For bhakti sadhanas, their support is not necessary. If someone is apishesh durachara, he is very durachara. But if he does ananya bhakti, by somehow or other, if he gets this shraddha, if he does ananya bhakti, all the kshipram bhavati dharma. He is becoming dharmatma very soon. Even without those qualities also. So sattvic qualities, if we take up the ananya bhakti, that means so single focused shraddha and bhakti, and if we do the bhakti sadhanas 24 hours, then he'll be becoming the kshipram bhavati dharma. That is the capacity of bhakti. That is the power of the bhakti. Huh?
The next sloka, 9.31, says Brahma. So it stands for the person who is accepting him as a sadhu, or it is for the person who is following him.
Who is following Ananya Bhakti? Its context you should take. Bhajate Ananya Bhak. This whoever is doing Ananya Bhakti, so whoever is doing Ananya Bhakti, that about him he is telling. About him. The one who is doing Ananya Bhakti, even he is Durachari, but if he does Ananya Bhakti, he will be becoming the Dharmatma soon. All good qualities will be manifest in him because of this bhakti practice. That's why bhakti is powerful. Bhakti, yasyasti bhakti bhagavad kinchana sarvai guna tatra samaste. So all the good qualities will be coming. Okay, next. A bit no purpose. सतदैवात्मनात्मानं निस्संगं समदर्शनं हेयोपादेयरहिता आरूढं पदम ईग्रते. Because of his transcendental intelligence, the pure devotee is equipoised in his vision and sees himself to be uncontaminated by matter. He doesn't see anything as superior or inferior, and he feels himself elevated to the transcendental platform of being equal qualities in Supreme Person. What is mana? Atmanam Vissanga Samadarshana Deyopayadi Rahitam Arudam Padamikshati. So here is a one point. In previous sloka we have seen, if anyone does bhakti, that is going to produce jnana and vairagya. With that jnana, he can get the Brahma darshanam or not? Yes. Does he need to practice any jnana sadhanas? No. Now, in this sloka, what is said? So, yes. Padamikshate. That means finally, how he will be becoming, after getting that jnana, he will be equipoised. That means he is practicing bhakti, that bhakti is producing jnana. And by that jnana, he is becoming what? Equipoised. That means he is not seeing heyopadeya rahitam or nissanga samadarsanam. He is becoming what? Samadarshi. He will be seeing everything as one. So this will happen in whose case? Doing bhakti and then after that seeing everything as one. That means he is seeing even the gold and also he is seeing stone. Huh? Huh? No, Uttamadhikari sees everywhere Krishna actually. But here he is seeing everything as one. Who is he? Huh? Jnana yogi means those who practice jnana sadhanas. You are all understanding? I want to confuse all of you for a little while. Samadarshi means what? Is not that he is seeing Krishna everywhere. Who will see Krishna everywhere by practicing bhakti? Uttamadhikari means what? Those who got the association krupa of the Uttama Bhakta, and those people do bhakti and they see whom, what they see? Krishna everywhere. But now he is doing bhakti and seeing everything as equal. ये कैसा है? समझ में आ रहा है मेरा प्रश्न? क्या है? बोली माता जी. Like how the jnanis they get the vision, like that he is getting vision. He is not getting he is not seeing the Krishna everywhere. हाँ? ऐसा क्यों हो गया? ऐसा डिफरेंस क्यों आया? Why he is not able to see Krishna everywhere? What is the reason? Just before I said. He didn't get the krupa of such a devotee. We are all, even our Prabhupada and also our acharyas, our gurus, are giving what kind of krupa to us in this parampara? We are aspiring to become servant of gopis. We want to serve Rupa Manjari. This kind of thought is kept in our mind actually, and krupa is given to reach there. So that's why we are aspiring. Otherwise, आप देख के आए क्या? उधर देख के आया, उधर मंदिर से जो ठीक है, मुझे भी मंदिर ही बनना है. ऐसा है क्या? नहीं है ना? We got such a mercy actually in this line. But a karmi who got the mercy from a person, that means a sadhu who wants to merge into the Brahman, but he took the means, bhakti as means. Sadhu. Such a sadhu's mercy if he get, then after doing bhakti, what he will see? Yes. Because he has only that much mercy, so that he can see only Brahma darshan. Bhakti gives whatever you wants. That is the ability of it. And wanting is depending upon on what? Based upon mercy, association and mercy. That's why we should understand carefully. That bhakti is giving some darshan. Yes, that is also true. Bhakti gives. So such a vision, he is able to see Krishna. Nrsimha Bhagavan, there will be seeing Nrsimha Bhagavan everywhere. And he is a devotee of Rama, then he will be seeing Rama everywhere. In everyone's heart, he will be seeing Rama. Yes, sir. Even in the pure devotees also, there are varieties of pure devotees who are aspiring for Krishna and who are aspiring for, or other pure devotees who are serving, so Rama or Vishnu or something else. So that's why the person, so what kind of devotees mercy we are getting, based upon that, we do take up upasana and we do take up process also.
Get the mercy of God. Can see Krishna everywhere.
Uttamadhikari who is a worshipper of Krishna, then he will be getting that kind of mercy, so that this karmi is also now targeting the Krishna.
But the process is different for such different process.
Prabhu?
Process for these devotees are same.
They practice the Gnana Bhakti Angas 24 hours to get the liberation. So process can be the variation. Our process is Bhagavat Vidya and Pancharatana Vidya. Some other Vaishnavas, they simply follow Bhagavat Vidya. Some people like that, different Vidhis are there, Maryadas are there. What they do?
Accordingly, they can
yeah. What kind of bhajan we should do, that is also depends upon. The way of bhajan also depends upon what? Mercy of sadhus. नहीं उत्तम अधिकारी नहीं, उत्तम अधिकारी हमारा डेफिनेशन है, तो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूं, so see, if karmi get the association of such a sadhu who is targeting to get the Brahma darshan, targeting to get the Brahma darshanam, Brahma prapti, and but he is using bhakti as means, not the niskama karma yoga, not the gnana sadhanas. And such a devotee's krupa karmi get, then he will be targeting for Brahma prapti, and after doing the bhakti, what he will be getting? Equipoised state. And if karmi get the, so Krishna's devotee is mercy, pure devotee, and who is worshipper of the Radha, Krishna and gopis, and such a devotee is mercy if karmi get, then karmi is targeting, that this karmi will become such a devotee, he will be following him. It's not going to happen automatically. Actually, everyone doing bhakti and everyone is becoming so members of Krishna Loka. No. The way mercy get and the way guidance they get, accordingly they get result. Simple funda. Okay, I will not take questions, bro. Please. Now we'll stop.
This statement is a bit confusing.
What is that?
You take the bhakti process to other realization. But bhakti main even target is to get the mercy of lotus feet of Radha and Krishna, right?
Not necessary. Sattvik bhakti is used for moksha. Not necessary that Radha Krishna pray. Bhakti can do whatever the things you want. That is the glory of the bhakti. Okay. Why I have to teach, that means establish a fundamental point The fundamental point is Bhakti Sandarbha is saying that Tadevam tesham bhauvedeshu sassu teshameva prabhavatarathamyena kripatarathamyena bhaktivasana vedatarathamyena satsanga kala shaigra sarupa vaishishtyabhyam bhakti hridayate. Mane, here clear the axiom. Try to understand the axioms. If you accept the axioms and see the things with that principles, so it's very necessary because to develop a right consciousness towards the bhakti and glories of the bhakti and towards the sadhus also, we need to know the properly the bhakti principles. That is my humble request for all of you. So we should become, that's why Prabhupada wanted to study his books also very thoroughly. So by thorough studying of that, we will be developing proper consciousness to give respect to the everyone, every sadhu. So that's very important. So here the axiom is what? Bahupedeshu sastu. That means sadhus are many types actually. Sadhu who is using bhakti to get the Brahma prapti. Sadhu who is using bhakti to get the material things. So that sadhu is like a rasika bhakta. So sadhus who are jnanis actually. So even the bhaktas, Suddha bhaktas also types of Suddha bhaktas. Who wants to go for Saket? Who wants to go for Vaikunta to do service to the Narayana 24 hours direct. And some sadhus who wants to go to Dwaraka. Some sadhus who wants to go to Vaikunta, Golok Vrindavan. So, and also that means type of the bhakti is different and their way they worship that form also is different. And the amount of the power of their bhakti is also different. And the amount of krupa they give to you is also different. Based upon all these factors, this jivatma, this karmi jivatma, is going to get so what kind of sadhu, how much mercy he gave, and what is the power. Based upon that, in him bhakti bija is so much. And accordingly, he will be doing bhakti, and accordingly, he is going traveling in his path of life. So that means, and also amount of time to take the udaya of the bhakti also depends upon the strength of the giver. That's why kala saigya swarupa vaisishtya bhakti hridayate. The type of bhakti you also get, if you are associating, if you get the kripa from a sattvika bhakta, he is not a nirguna bhakta, and if you get mercy from him, in your heart also sattvika bhakti only will be there, not the nirguna bhakti. अरे आप तो बैगन का बीज डाल के टमाटर निकल के आएगा क्या? आता है क्या? भक्ति बीज जिस टाइप का भक्ति बीज है उसी टाइप का रिजल्ट आता है. ये फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल.
We cannot desire that seed.
Yes, Prabhu.
इस पूरी elaborate discussion का conclusion समझ हो जा रहा है. आपकी भाषा में हम जैसे अपने लोग हैं उसको भी कृष्ण बोलने का अवसर ही है, कृष्ण करने का अवसर नहीं है. So it is because we have been blessed already by such amazing Vaishnavas, sadhus, what's completely similar to Shri Krishna.
Yes.
And by Krishna, Shri Prabhupada.
Yes.
So we have to be grateful our entire life.
Yes.
So we are already in that league.
Yes. We are already in that league.
The whole idea of the understanding the conclusion of all of this is that we are already in this league because of the supreme consistency of these wonderful
Vaishnava, wonderful Vaishnavas. That's Mahaprabhu is beginning actually. Pure devotional seed is distributed freely by Mahaprabhu and he gave that seed to all his parampara. So that's why we are coming in the parampara. That's why we got everyone's mercy. So but that's why we are here. And it's a wonderful thing. And there is a chances are there. Some people, they do use of the bhaktis to get the liberation also, to get the material things also. They may become the associates of Jnanis and they may become the Ram Bhaktas also. Like that, many can be possible. But ours is already goal is fixed actually. Because we are already got the bija. Bhakti bija or Bhakti bija is what? So Ujjvala Rasa. We want to get the Prem Rasa, highest Rasa. That's the Ujjvala Rasa. That's why we don't need to worry about that. We don't need to think that, oh, what kind of bija I got. You already got the right bija.
So in this diagram, this,
where is that? You want?
we are not following the order.
They are not interested in karmi also. What social status we are following is vikarma. But we are trying to into Sudha Bhakti. So from bottom, how that goal?
You want to go from here to here.
Yeah, we are doing a ashram of vikarmi.
You want to bypass. You want to bypass. Tavat karma nitimita. Krishna is saying if you are not able to get the drashti, do karma. But you want to say, I want to do vikarma, but still I want to go to
They are already doing vikarma in this Kaliyuga society. So, but we have got that teacher to enter into Sudha.
We are struggling. We got bija and we got the opportunity to progress in this, but we are struggling actually to become a pure devotee with that bija. So it's not that no one is following. So, but even some devotees, because of their previous devotion, they might be already here also. I'm not saying that every Iskcon member only here only.
But how from Hiranyagarbha? How they are getting to this?
That's depends upon the. It's not necessary. Dayavarnashram is only to keep them in a mode of goodness. It is not having any role to give the seed of the bhakti. No, or it's only just to facilitate. So the association, so pure devotees you are associating and you are hearing from them. So that hearing is making you to get the shraddha, drashraddha, not the following Dayavarnashram rules and regulations. Following Dayavarnashram rules and regulations will not give any bhakti. Following the Varnashram rules and regulations will keep you in the mode of goodness. So that you can keep your consciousness in goodness, and with that consciousness we hear sadhu, and so that we can take the things as it is, and we can develop the strong faith. So here it is just a facilitator, it's a stepping stone. Vadayavarnashram is stepping stone. Prabhupada writing in the Bhagavad. But that is very much needed because we are very much prone to get disturbed by other modes, rajas and tamas. That's why our efficiency is not less in developing Dhrushraddha. And we are associating one regularly whole day, most of the time with the rajas and tamas, and trying to become strong. That means strong devotee. That means Dhrushraddha you want to develop by hearing and so and so. Because of this rajas and tamas, all the time mind is inflicted and it is disturbing him. And that's why his hearing and his mananam, shravana and mananam is not so nice. And they are, I say Raja actually. आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहे हैं.
So is it like out of frustration, we finally surrender to Krishna fully and give to the
No. Frustration is not the cause. Shastrartha Vishwasa. Frustration, those are all just smasana vairagya. Only for time being it comes. Then once again, if you get the peaceful life to be in the temple or being in such a vatavara, environment, then your shraddha is not out of shastra, then that will back punch actually. Yeah, backfire. That will give a backfire. People will be joining the temple also since they are not. So that shraddha, whatever initial so-called, Prabhupada is writing in the next purports. So whatever so-called shraddha you have, that should be based upon teachings actually. By teachings, by the learning. Shraddha should come from the learning process. Okay, we'll see that also. So you understood? Jnanamatram param brahma paramatmeshwaram puman drishyadibihi prutakbhavai bhagavani kaiyate or iryate. Both are there in the part Veda actually. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead alone is complete transcendental knowledge. But according to the different process of understanding, he appears differently. Either he is impersonal Brahman as Paramatma, Supreme Personality of Godhead, or as Purushavatara. There are so many points actually. What is being said here? Here, so very important point. Krishna is Bhagavan. And he is only Paramatma, he is only Brahman. So, to get the Brahman realization, you should practice what? Jnana sadhanas. To get the Paramatma realization, you should practice what? Yoga sadhanas. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama. To get the realization of Krishna, you need to do bhakti. But Krishna is shelter for these two. So Purusha Avatara. Paramatma is nothing but what? Purusha Avatara of Krishna only. It's not separate from Krishna. And similarly, Brahman is also sheltered in Krishna. Brahmano hi pratishtaham. That means Krishna is complete. And so if you don't see that complete truth completely, then it is visible to you as Paramatma or otherwise as Brahman as per the amount of devotion you have. A type and amount of devotion you have based upon that. Krishna only appearing to you as Brahman and as Paramatma. So, if anyone here, the Kapil Dev, why he is saying this point? Kapil Dev want to say that, Mummy, Bhakti is so powerful, mother, my dear mother. If anyone worship Krishna with process of Bhakti, he can get the Paramatma realization also, he can get Brahman realization also, provided if he desire. If he desire, he can get it. Huh? Desire. Desire नहीं तो क्यों दिखेंगे नहीं, कोई जरूरत नहीं उनको, चाहते नहीं, शुद्ध भक्त तो चाहेंगे नहीं, शुद्ध भक्त चाहते हैं कि ब्राह्मण रियलाइजेशन नहीं चाहते, अन्याभिलाष शून्य. They have no desire of realizing Brahman or Paramatma. Their bhakti is what? Anyabhilashta sunyam. That kind of Krishna still they do. So that's why their desire is not, because they got association of such a devotees who taught to them, your anusilanam, Krishna anusilanam, your bhakti should be free from anyabhilashas. But here Kapila Bhagavan is saying glorifying bhakti is, if someone do bhakti for Krishna, then bhakti is having so potency, without practicing of jnana sadhanas and yoga sadhanas, you can get Paramatma realization and also you can get Brahman realization. That's why it's a glorious. Bhakti is glorious, my dear mother. Even I have explained to you Jnana Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga. No need of practicing those. He is concluding actually. So hearing this kind of glory of the bhakti, you should feel, that means your hair should stand on the ends actually. Such a wonderful quality bhakti is having. ऐसा feeling आ रहा है या नहीं? नहीं आ रहा है ना? कोई मजा नहीं. होगा. This is the thing actually. Next sloka. एतावानेव योगेन समग्रेणेह योगिनः युज्यते विमतो ह्यर्थो यद संगस्तु कृष्णशः यद संगस्तु कृष्णशः. The greatest common understanding for all yogis is complete detachment from matter, which can be achieved by different kinds of yoga. He is saying in a general sense. Kapila Bhagavan is saying in a general sense. Ultimately, everyone, that means he may do bhakti process or he may do jnana or ashtanga yoga. So, by practicing that, what is coming? Actually, see, here one different thing is there. In the case of bhakti, to practice bhakti, to become a pure devotee, detachment and purification of what is needed? Not needed. What I am asking, please hear carefully. To do pure devotion, this is a pure devotion. Bhakti marga is a pure devotion. So what is the qualification is needed? Drashata, surrender, that's all. Purification of our heart is needed for this. But to enter into the jnana, what is needed? Purified heart is needed. Antakarana shuddhi. So here the point is, so in the case of bhakti, if you practice bhakti, automatically you get detachment. And in the case of jnana yoga, if you detach, then you can practice jnana. Ultimately, the purpose of practicing jnana yoga is also getting detachment. Complete detachment from this material connection. He doesn't want to come once again into the loop of this, getting karma and so on. So that's the point he's saying. All yoga process finally bringing the detachment towards this material world or material birth and death. He's saying this. The greatest common understanding for all yogis is what? Everyone what they want? They want, so they want to enjoy the material karma like sakamis? No. Everyone want get out from that only. Even Bhakti Yogi also doesn't want to the material pleasure. Svarga he wants pleasure in the Svarga. No, he also is detaching from that. Yogi also and Jnani also. That's the point he's saying. So the greatest common understanding of all yogis, Bhakti Yogi, Jnana Yogi, Ashtanga Yogi, is complete detachment from matter, which can be achieved by different kinds of yoga. That's a Bhakti, Jnana, and not Bhakti, Jnana, and Ashtanga.
But Prabhu, Yukta Vairagya, there we are attached to matter, we are using matter.
Yukta
We
Vairagya.
are not completely detached from matter.
Yukta Vairagya means, first of all, Yukta Vairagya is in this area only we practice. So Yukta Vairagya principle is, we actually utilize.
Teaching also we are utilizing.
Yes. So we utilize these resources. So in the service of Krishna. So once, that means Vairagya and Jnana are also not needed to practice Bhakti. Bhakti is always independent. If there Rupa Goswami writes, Jnana and Vairagya, sometimes they take help of Jnana and Vairagya to enter into Suddha Bhakti. Once if you enter into Suddha Bhakti, then what is his duty? He is using his whole energy, time, and everything is 24 hours direct devotion, that consciousness. And for setting an example to society, he might be doing so many other things, but that is not matter for him. That's not matter for him. His consciousness is 24 hours, remember Krishna, hearing Krishna, chanting Krishna, that will go on, and that is not dependent on any kind of vairagya or any kind of jnana. So that's why Suddha Bhakti is not dependent on vairagya, no. So vairagya and jnana are taken, that means the person takes help of jnana and vairagya. So when in the beginning, not after entering into the pure devotion. There Rupa Goswami clearly writes actually. This is not for the other, because the principle is what? Bhakti is independent. So the bhakti should be the jnana karma, the anavrutam. That's condition is there. There you should not take the support of the vairagya and also saying that my bhakti is pure. No, then the bhakti is not pure. So jnana and vairagya is used to, initially people are so much addicted to materialism. So that's why they take the rules of jnana and vairagya to enter into pure devotion. There they use the objects tactfully, so that they should not get the further attachment. Vairagya means, Vikta Vairagya means appropriately they renounce the things, so that they be in the mode of goodness and get the strong association of sadhus and enter into pure devotion. So where is needed? That means any instruction we hear in the Shastra, it falls under which area? That should be clear. Otherwise, messed up. Philosophy will be messed up actually. It may be little bit initially tough. It looks like many people are hearing and he's speaking what he's speaking. It's becoming very tough for me. But you hear again and again. Same lecture, you take it and hear 2, 3, 4 times. Then there will be proper, so track will be formed. You will be also coming into the track. You'll be coming to track, then journey will become so nice. Otherwise, end of the life also, 30 years, 40 years, still confusion in the philosophy and speculating instead of getting the clarity. That is very not good actually. That's not good. The purpose of all yoga is to detach one's sense activities from this material world. All yogas. Yes. No yoga is saying that you should be enjoying the svarga and so on. So no. That is not the goal of the yoga. All yogas, yoga purpose is what? To take you out from this material enjoyment. That's the point Kapila said. I'm going to read it. Jnanamekam prachinair indriyair brahma nirgunam avabhatyartha rupena prantya shabdadi dharmina. Those who are averse to the transcendental realize the supreme absolute truth differently through speculative sense perception, and therefore, because of mistaken speculation, everything appears to them to be relative. What is it? Till now, flow is clear? Here once again, then flow will be once again if you hear the lecture, so you will be getting the flow. Now, what is said here in 28 sloka? This 28 sloka is telling about Vivartavada. Vivartavadanam sammatam jnanamaha. Not Vivartavada. The jnana accepted by Vivartavadis is being said here in this. Vivartavadis means what? Who are the Vivartavadis? Vivartavadis are those like Mayavadis only. Mayavadis only, Vivartavadis. Why they called as Vivartavadis? They say that. So this idea is very important for you all. So their philosophy is like this. Sukti जानते हैं आप लोग? Sukti means सीप. हिंदी में सीप बोलते हैं. Shell. Shell, Shell, you know shell? चमकता है वो, है ना? ऐसा रहता है ना तो वो ऐसा रहता है, लेकिन वो इसके अंदर कुछ ऐसा जीव रहता है एक्चुअली. तो वो सूखने के बाद ऐसा मर जाने के बाद वो सूख जाता है और इसके बाद वो खोलेंगे तो एकदम चमकता रहता है एक्चुअली. इसे शल सीप बोलते हिंदी में. If you see that from far distance how it looks like rajatam, silver. Yes sir, rajatam. It looks like rajatam, silver. So because of the seer's ignorance, he is seeing silver in place of shell. Similarly, but here silver is true. Yes. Hey, silver is true. Silver उसको बेचेंगे क्या ले जाके मार्केट में? Silver is true? No. It is just out of illusion it is seen there, but it is not there. So they say same concept they apply to define this material world. This is what in the place of shishal you take Brahman, and in the place of silver you take material world. Because of ignorance or illusion, X person is seeing silver in place of shell. Similarly, because of even more ignorance, we are seeing material world in Brahman. Actually, what we should see? If illusion is not there, in this case, what he sees? Shell. The shell he sees. And similarly, if he loses, if he has no ignorance, then what he will see? Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. This material world is only because of illusion we are seeing. This is Vivartava. That means this world, this material world doesn't have any, like silver doesn't have any So reality, similarly, this world is also not having any reality. Only like how the seashell is real, similarly, Brahman is real. That Brahman is wrong philosophy. Vivartavadis are wrong philosophy. We don't take it as a right philosophy. It's a wrong philosophy. Vivartavadi is a wrong. Huh? No, no. This world is also real. This world is also real, and Jivatma is also real. But I told in a few days back, Shashashrunga, Karagosh ka sing. Karagosh भी real, sing भी real. लेकिन Karagosh का sing real नहीं है. तो इसीलिए जीवात्मा रियल, मिडिल वर्ल्ड भी रियल. लेकिन ये जीवात्मा का शरीर है, ये जीवात्मा का शरीर बोलना ये गलत है. So, but they are two are separately, they are real. So that's why Jagat Satyam, Brahma Satyam, Jagat Satyam. That is our philosophy. Their philosophy is what? Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. So such a Vivartavadi's understanding, according to their Gnana, that Gnana is said here in this sloka. Vivartavada Sammatanam Gnanamaha. Vivartavadinam Sammatam Gnanamaha. In this sloka. इसको एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए बहुत टाइम लगता. चलो ट्रांसलेशन पढ़ो. So what they do. Those who are averse to the transcendental realization of supreme, averse means Vivartavadis. So absolute truth differently through the speculative sense perception, and therefore because of mistaken speculation, everything appears to them relative. What they say, see, now ice, there is a milk is there, okay? Milk is there, and now because of the milk is having the white color, is also cold and is also tasty, and it is also having the some sound. Actually, if you pour the milk, it is having the sound. So if you see milk with only ice, how it looks? White. And if you touch it, how it looks? Cold. And if you taste it, it looks sweet. And if you smell it, it gives good smell. Sugandha will come. Good milk will give good smell actually. So not your packet milk. So then if you hear the sound, is also different sound. Water sound is different, milk sound is different. So from 5 different senses, you are getting the differently knowledge about one object. Yes, sir. And when you see this milk through the mind and along with all the senses are in contact with this milk, then along with mind, then you will be getting all the qualities. Yes or no? But now these people, they say Vivartavadis, if you remove all the senses, so whatever perception we get, that is, whatever feel we get, that is Brahman. You remove, because of ignorance, now we are getting this material world, different feelings towards this material world. Baba, what I said in the Vivartavadis. So they say that we are all in the, what Vivartavadis says, we are all in the conditioned souls, all in the what? In illusion. Because of illusion, they have 5 different senses and they are getting the, so from these 5 different senses, Brahman, they are actually as a Brahman, but because of these 5 different senses, they are getting different feelings. Yes or no? Milk is cold, milk is white, milk is sweet, milk is nice aroma it is having, milk is have a particular sound. This kind of knowledge he is getting. Yes or no? In which avastha? In which state? In illusion state. Now, what they do by the process of the sadhana, they will nullify all the senses. Then what they will be seeing? Brahman. That is Brahman. This is Brahma Gnana for
But the milk is all the properties. How is it?
see, person is seeing this in the shell silver. Similarly, the Baddha Jiva who is having the material senses, he is seeing material world in a different way.
As per Vivartavadis.
Huh?
As per Vivartavadis.
As per Vaibhava. And now what is the goal? So remove all the senses. And then whatever the feeling, whatever the experience is there, that is Brahma. Because of illusion only the senses are there. So remove everything. That is Brahma. Brahman realization. That is Brahma. But what devotees they say? So this world, material world is also real. And but we purify our senses. We don't want to remove senses. We purify our senses and we use those senses to see Krishna directly, not the Brahman, who is having the transcendental qualities. You are understanding the difference between Vivartavadis and Bhaktas? 26 हो गया चेहरा देख के समझ में आ रहा है और बिना लिख के ऐसे देख रहे हैं मैंने अर्थ क्या है कि कब छोड़ेंगे तुम क्या करूं मैं 2 मिनट और 5-10 मिनट पॉइंट सीखना है ना थोड़ा सा
इस Vivartavadis के अनुसार वो
हाँ
कैसे है? 5 senses से जो
नलिफाई कैसे करेंगे उसका तो ब्रह्मज्ञान वो तो मेथड है मैं बोलता हूँ बात सो यथा महानहं रूपे त्रिवृत् पंचविध स्वराट् एकदशविधस्तस्य वपुरण्डं जगत्यतः that means according to them this jagat is completely illusion mithya but now Kapila is saying hey this is not illusion this is coming from the prakriti and that's why he is counting this whole jagat is manifested from this Mahan, Mahatma, it is from Prakriti. Mahat is coming from that Mahat, Ahankara is coming. That Ahankara is once again threefold. Rasika, Tamasika Ahankara, Rasika Ahankara, Sattvika Ahankara. And Tamasika Ahankara is cause for the Pancha Mahabhutas, Pancha Tanmatras. Rasika Ahankara is cause for the Pancha Gnanindriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas. Sattvika Ahankara is cause for mind. So, Kapila Bhagavan is rejecting the philosophy of Vivartavadis, he is saying that no, that is not right. Material world is not illusion, it is real. And it is made up of all these 23 elements. He is counting this. So, from the total energy, the Mahatattva, I have manifested the false ego, the 3 modes of material nature, the 5 elements, the individual consciousness, the 11 senses, and the material body. Similarly, the entire universe has come from Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is not Mithya. Okay. But they are saying it is a Mithya. Like how we are seeing silver in seashell. So we are seeing in the Brahman this material world. Actually, it's not real. So you should. Why you are seeing? Because of your senses, you are seeing this. So that's why by the process of so-called process, you nullify these senses. Then you'll be getting the realization of Brahman. But we are saying no. This world is also real. It is coming from the Lord. It is the Lord's manifestation. And we do take up the process of bhakti and we purify our senses and we will be so realizing directly seeing Krishna. This is our philosophy. Tadetadvai shraddaya bhaktya yoga abhyasena nityashaha samahitatma nisango viraktaya paripashyati. This perfect knowledge can be achieved by a person who is already engaged in devotional service with faith, steadiness, and full detachment, and who is always absorbed in the thought of Supreme. So, this is a perfect knowledge is what through the bhakti and association of bhaktas we can get, not by the association of Vivartavadis. Next. Ityetat katitam gurvi gnanam tad brahma darshanam yenanubhudyate tattvam prakrute purushasya cha. So, my dear respectful mother, I have already described the path of understanding the absolute truth by which one can come to understand the real truth of matter and spirit by the relationship. So, what here Kabil Dev is saying, Kabil Bhagavan is saying, Uktamevartha. That means whatever he said, by the bhakti process, we can understand everything. So, Gnanam Tad Brahma, that means using bhakti also you can get the Gnanam and Brahma Darshanam. That same point once again, and so that he can understand difference between Prakriti and Jivatma. By following the bhakti process, one can get the Gnanam. By that Gnanam, one can see the difference between body and soul. This is said. Okay, next. ज्ञानयोगश्च मन्निष्ठो नैर्गुण्यो भक्तिलक्षणः द्वयोरप्येक एवार्थो भगवच्छब्दलक्षणः. Now he is saying this. Actually, majorly only two yogas only are there: Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Here is Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Bhakti. That's why this diagram also all the time it will be showing majorly Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga only. So, but actually there are two or one only. In what sense? In what sense? Because Jnana Yoga, what it gives? Brahman realization. And that Brahman is what? Nothing but Krishna only. And without attributes, if you see Krishna, then that is, so yeah, that is Brahman. So that's why what process you follow to realize Krishna? Bhakti. So that's why ultimately in this way, this Jnana Yoga is also making you to know about that same Krishna, but without attributes. In that sense, this Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga are same. Because it is giving the only one object finally. It is giving finally one object. That same Bhagavan with attributes and without attributes, you are realizing. यतेन्द्रियैः प्रदद्वारैः अर्थो बहुगुणाश्रयः एको नानायते तद्वत् भगवान् शास्त्रवत्मभिः. A single object is appreciated differently by different senses due to its having different qualities. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is one, but according to different scriptural intentions, he appears to be different. So, using different process, you will be realizing differently him. Using bhakti process, you will be realizing. Even in the bhakti also varieties are there. So, you will be realizing that Krishna in different ways. And even you can do karma, that means yajna, and you are realizing you are getting svarga. That svarga is also kind of realizing Krishna. Because svarga potency, whatever is there, is a reflection of the bliss potency of Krishna. Is a part and parcel of the reflection of the bliss potency of Krishna. So that's why all the means are there to realize Krishna in what? Different way. You're understanding my point? If someone is doing yajna and he is getting what? Swarga. Actually, through the yajna process also, he is realizing Krishna only, but in a different way. What is that way? Swarga is also what? Is it separate from Krishna? Swarga is separate from Krishna? No. What is Swarga Sukha? Swarga Sukha is what? Is the not bliss potency of Lord. It is the part and parcel of, is a little portion of reflection of bliss potency of Krishna. It's not original bliss potency of Krishna. It's a reflection of bliss potency of Krishna's portion, that is.
You can say incomplete realization.
So that means somehow or other through all the process we are realizing Krishna in different ways. Okay, it's clear? Point is clear or not? At least basic meaning. भगवान की वो कोई बोल सकते हैं तो वो भी तो भगवान को रियलाइज कर रहे. If you have this sense, if you go to Swarga, that this is also bliss potency of Krishna and but it is a reflection. So, but I am here. That's good consciousness. Then you will be targeting for Golo Vrindavan next. Kriya, last, this is it. 3 slokas, just to read it and go. Kriyaya kratubir vidane tapaswadhyaya marshane atmendriya chayena pi sanyasena cha karmanam yogena vividangena bhakti yogena chaivahi Dharmenobhaya chihnena yah pravritti nivrittima Atmatattva bodhena vairagyena drudena cha iyate bhagavanebihi saguno nirguna swadrut. By performing fruitive activities and sacrifices, by distributing charity, by performing austerities, by studying various literatures, by conducting philosophical research, by controlling the mind, by subduing the senses, by accepting the renounced order of life, by performing prescribed duties in one's social order, by performing different divisions of yoga practice, by performing devotional service, and by exhibiting the process of devotional service containing the symptoms of both attachment and detachment, by understanding the science of self-realization and by developing a strong sense of detachment, one who is expert in understanding the different processes of self-realization realizes the Supreme Personality of God as he is represented in the material world as well as in transcendence. That means by the charity, by sacrifices and so on, so everyone through every process we are realizing Krishna differently. But actually, because nothing is, what is the meaning of saying this? So nothing is separate from Krishna, actually. So then I will enjoy Svarga Sloka. You may say like that. No, you cannot do that. Why? Then why don't you enjoy Krishna's direct service? You know? So like this, you please read this verses and we'll finish here. Not now. So we have another some 6 slokas. We'll finish this and tomorrow also we'll have to finish the chapter. When you come a little bit early actually, or something is possible. It's Friday. Saturday class they will probably said that. So okay, we'll finish tomorrow. Srila Prabhupada ki I got training. Because this is very, very high chapters there are. It needs yeah. Prabhu, whole Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything will fit there. Everything.